How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. Boxing is a funny game sometimes. And the people you think is going to win don't always win. People get pulled at upsets. Leo Santa Cruz pulled an upset, magnificent upset over Abner Mares 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
About that, innit?
Yeah, what ago? In a fight that us at Boxtalk, me and Ade, and I think 98% of the pundits in the world had Abner Mares winning.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Santa Cruz was known as the guy that put on crappy performances on Mayweather undercards.
Yep.
Ain't fought no one.
Yep.
Doesn't put it together well.
Yep.
Know what I mean? He's been matched and babied for his entire career, and he pulled a shocker. Yeah?
Agreed.
He's now fighting Kiko Martinez. Us in the UK sort know Kiko well. Obviously, he's been fighting with Frampton and Scott Quigg.
And Rendell Monroe.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Right.
British passport or what?
This fight for Santa Cruz is not about winning. It's how he wins.
Yeah.
Because there's a big fight in 2 weeks over here, Quigg Frampton, and Santa Cruz wants to be in the mix with that. Rigo doesn't have no promoter. He's fighting the UK. He wants to be in the mix with that. He needs an impressive performance over a seasoned pro, a former world champion, and he needs a knockout. Ade.
Well done, that was a very good introduction. I have to say, I was, like Ryan said, I was one of those people that thought Santa Cruz was babied, and not that he thought he was babied by De La Hoya and then by Al Heyman.
He was matched too well.
Far too well, and you gotta look at him and you look at his skills and think, why are you matching this well? You must know something that we don't know. Where he's been knocked out in sparring a few times or what. He stepped up against Abner Mares, and I had Abner Mares winning that fight hands down. Maybe not hands down, but I had him winning regardless. And he proved me wrong, big time. He used, which I think he had, was the longest jab in the business. And great boxing IQ. He's fighting Kiko Martinez here, Kiko Martinez, after the Scott Quigg knockout, and it was a devastating knockout to be fair, but it was an early knockout, which is good. We always say that. You're going to get knocked out early. Don't take a 10-round beating. Get put early off and that's it, then you recover. And I think he's had 4 fights after that, I think 4 or 5 maybe. Blowout fights, but regardless, he's got rid of the rust.
It's active. It's not his last fight number when he got knocked out. He got knocked out 6 fights ago.
And he seems to be the type of experienced fighter where what happened in the past with Martinez. He doesn't seem to carry it in the ring again. It's one of those fighters where as soon as he loses, not like some of the fighters, I'm not going to name him, who take 8-9 months off, change trainer, whatever, he's back in the ring about a month later.
See, Kiko understands the game.
Yeah.
I made money.
Yep.
I've been a world champion.
Yep.
Yes, I travel everywhere in the world because I'm a world champion. I'm not a local champion, I'm not a regional champion. I'm a world champion. I fight fighters from all over the world.
Yeah.
He takes the game as it is.
Yeah.
A loss is a loss. A win is a win. I've gone 1 step down, I'll go 2 steps forward. Oh, I dropped a bit, I'll go back. He understands how to develop himself and promote himself and carry himself well. He's a guy that, because of the way he fights and because he's travelled, makes him, I wouldn't say a risk, but it makes him more of a concern. He's not a guy that, I can't travel, I can't fight on the road, I can't do this, I can't do that. He's seen it all in the game. So that makes him solid in all aspects. What he has in this fight here is that he's got a champion who's now kind of proving his point that I'm good, but we still don't know how good he really is. Kiko wants to test that.
Kiko does want to test it, and one thing Kiko does is come in and give you a good little test. Look, the Scott Quigg performance was just that. He got blown out and he got blown out early.
He got caught.
He got caught. He didn't recover from it. He got caught again, and Scott Quigg finished him quite well, quite strong. My concern for him, and a big concern I have for this fight, is I thought he looked quite undersized against Scott Quigg. He's moving up a weight again. I know the small weight is only 4 or 5 pounds here and there, but regardless, Santa Cruz was much bigger than Mars. Mars is much bigger than Kiko. There's going to be a big size difference in it. I don't know how well that's going to sit with him. They're carrying an extra weight when he's always fought at that kind of weight class, and I just feel like I think he could get knocked out here. Knocked out early again.
I think we could get walked into a shot. Definitely. What I'll say with Kiko, and I'm not comparing this to Frampton, but I'll look at the Frampton fight as more of a good example of what Kiko has in terms of, like I said, he got caught earlier with Quigg. But in the Frampton fight, you've shown that he's durable.
Yeah.
He's got a good chin. Remember, quick hurt with the body. Yeah, he's got a good chin. Yeah. He works at a high pace. He doesn't really slow down his pace. When he did slow down, I think in the second fight, it was late in the fight. It was around 8 or 9. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he fought a very high pace up to that time. The Jackal has a very, very fast pace. Not many people could compete with that pace for 4 rounds, 5 rounds.
It's very difficult.
Who was that guy that the American guy they brought over that Frampton fought? Avalos, yeah. Avalos can compete with the pace.
It's very tough.
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Kiko can compete with the pace. So if Santa Cruz thinks I can go in there and just have my standard walk in the park type of fight, it's not going to work. He's going to have to keep the pace strong, mix up his shots and show variation, but also be wary that Kiko is a world champion, a former world champion as well.
Yeah.
He knows the final points of the game. So if Santa Cruz gets a stoppage, I'll be impressed. But I'll be impressed if he gets a stoppage and he wants a stoppage. But I don't think a stoppage will be the tail end of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the actual performance of how he does it.
It is, but because of what Scott Quigg has done to him, and because everyone's looking at this Frampton Quigg fight. I know they're different weight classes now, but like you said, it's in a couple of pounds really. Yeah. The money seems to be over here. Yeah. For the money, Frampton Quigg money is ridiculous. Magondo's over here for a reason. Yeah. And Santa Cruz wants a bit of that mix as well. I don't know. The funny thing is with Quigg and Frampton, I don't know if being impressive gets you that fight. I don't know if either promoter are taking the risk. Say Santa Cruz dominates Martinez. I mean, really outboxes him. Not just knocks him out, outboxes him. Do you think anyone's going to want to put Quigg in if Quigg beats Frampton with that? I don't think he does.
I think as much as the two sides of the Quigg Frampton disagree, and I don't want to talk about me and you disagreeing, we all know what me and his thoughts on this fight are already. I think the winner of the fight gets a huge boost and a huge jump, because I think I think both of them are tremendous fighters, and whoever gets the scalp has proven a massive point.
All right, prediction then very quickly. Santa Cruz, Kiko Martinez, how does it go?
I'm going for Santa Cruz, and I'm going to go for a late stoppage. Well, mid to late. I'm going for like an 8, 9, 10. And the reason why I think that, I just think like you mentioned, I think that Kiko's very short. Santa Cruz does have decent power and could walk into shots nicely. I also think that Kiko, being on the road, which is good for him, traveling good for him, he knows that, guess what? Like I said, he's a seasoned pro. He knows his time's coming to an end. You know what I mean? You don't win, lose, lose, and now you're going like he said, the guys he's been fighting recently are kind of like the lower tier guys. I think he kind of knows that, guess what? Get some good wins, good fights, get some good money, but I've been a world champion already. Was it once, twice? Once, yeah. Been a world champion already, fought contenders, fought top guys, fought everyone. He's winding down. And I think when you're winding down, psychologically, you're not as sharp as you want to be.
I just feel like you've got one guy here coming to the tail end. In Kiko Martinez, you've got one guy here that's finally showing what he can do, and that's Santa Cruz. And I think that's just a tell of it here. Could Kiko Martinez causing problems? Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But I think Santa Cruz, like he did with Mars, can adjust. And I saw a guy against Mars that was able to adjust a few times. And Mars is very similar in style and stature. To Martinez. So I think it's a case of, I've seen this before. You're not better than Mars. I've seen what Mars can do, and you can't bring anything better than that. So I expect Santa Cruz to get the win. Do I think he knocks out Martinez? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Santa Cruz's power. He's got some, but I don't know if he's got knockout power. And I think, like you said, it was a body shot, and then he got caught coming in. I don't think he's that silly to do it again. It's a fantastic opportunity for him. It's the last hooray, I think, for him anyway. So you never know, he might go on his shoulder, and if you go on his shoulder, there's a chance that you're going to get knocked out. But I think it's a wide point decision.
There's one thing as well I say about Kiko as well, which I noticed in the second fight with Frampton. It was a good fight, it was entertaining, it was a close fight in terms of it was competitive, but in terms of point scoring rounds, he was always on the back foot of the fight. He was never like, oh, it was a close round.
He's not a good boxer. He's not a good boxer.
You know what I'm trying to say? It was like Frampton won that round. It was a good round, entertaining round. It was a close round, but Frampton won them. You know what I'm trying to say? It's all good being competitive, but you actually got to win the round to actually stack your points. And like that's when you talk about boxing, you talk about point scoring and how you do that, and the strategy and the psychology of what you're actually trying to do. Kiko, because of his size, especially with someone taller, I find it very hard for him to actually win consecutive rounds.
I think PBC, I'm not just being because you're a PBC fan. I think they're going to mess up Cruz again. I really do. I don't think we're going to get Cruz in a good matchup for 2 or 3 more fights.
No, I think Kiko's a good matchup. I think it's a good matchup. I think it's a good, not a great matchup. It's not the match you want to see, but it's not bad. You can't say it's good for Frampton, it's good for Quick, but it's not good for Santa Cruz.
Yeah. It's a different weight class, number one. Santa Cruz has just come off a fantastic victory over Abnormal. Remember, Quigg was the biggest name for... Martinez was the biggest name for Quigg.
Yeah.
Martinez was also the biggest name for Frampton. Martinez isn't the biggest name for Santa Cruz. Abnormals was.
But Abnormals was a star though.
Yeah, but I just kind of feel like
there's not many stars you can have to match with someone like that in that weight class. Most weight classes only have 1 or 2 stars. Know what I mean? Abnormals was a star. That's it.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. Guys, who do you think?
So what happened to Johnny Gonzalez? He knocked out Mars first time.
He got beat, didn't he?
Yeah, he got beat. I remember he got by Flashy Kid.
Yeah. The one that got beat by Vasily.
Yeah.
The hell is his name?
Yeah, I know you're talking about now.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, yeah. What has happened to him?
He's the world champion.
Everyone said he threw that fight against thing, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the guy's name again?
Bloody hell. Gary Russell Jr.
Gary Russell Jr.
That's it, Gary Russell Jr.
Gary Russell. Yeah.
Gary Russell.
He's gone under the radar.
Gary Russell's gone very under the radar because, again, world champions. Not really.
So to see what though, Gary Russell's in the same weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah? That could be his next step.
I wouldn't want Santa Cruz against Gary Russell yet. Wouldn't want him against Gary Russell. Not yet.
So I think Gary Russell got a bad stick for losing to Lomachenko.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, don't.
In hindsight, people in a couple of years' time are going to watch that performance and think, that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Lomachenko,
he held his own.
He held his own. Lomachenko is going to embarrass a lot of people on the way up, including your Jamaican bad boy. Just said.
I know.
The walk-off.
Yeah.
Famous walk-off.
Yeah.